For millennia, the teachings and rich culture of Bhakti Yoga or Krishna consciousness has been hidden within the borders of India. Today, millions around the globe express their gratitude to Srila Prabhupada for revealing this timeless wisdom to the entire world. Srila Prabhupada was born in Calcutta as Abhay Charan Day on the 1st of September 1896. As a young man, he joined Mahatma Gandhi's civil disobedience movement, but it was his meeting with the prominent scholar and spiritual leader Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati in 1922 that proved most influential on young Abhay's future calling. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta was a leader in the Gaudiya Vaishnava community, a monotheistic tradition within the broader Hindu culture. At their very first meeting, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta asked Abhay, "Please bring these teachings of Lord Krishna to the English-speaking world." Moved deeply by his devotion and wisdom, Abhay became a disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta in 1933 and resolved to carry out his guru's request. Abhay, later known by the honorific title A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, spent the next 32 years preparing for his journey to the West. In 1965, at the age of 69, Srila Prabhupada begged a free passage and boarded the cargo ship Jaladuta to New York.
So after publishing 3 parts, then Guru Maharaj gave me indication and then now you can start for America. Up till now nothing has been done. So let me try at least. It is better late than never.
He said that he would like to go to America. I was surprised. I said, "Swamiji, don't go there. You are too old to go and it will be too cold for you." I said, "Are you crazy? The old man, you are going to die. Who will look after you? What will you do then?" Still he insisted. So I said, "All right." So I made arrangement for him to go by Jaladuta.
The journey proved to be treacherous. He suffered 2 heart attacks along the way. After 35 days at sea, he finally arrived in Brooklyn Harbor, just with a few rupees in his pocket and a crate of translations of sacred Sanskrit texts. In New York, he faced great hardships, and he began his mission humbly by giving classes on the Bhagavad Gita in the lofts on the Bowery and leading kirtan, devotional chants, in Tompkins Square Park. His message of peace and goodwill resonated with many young people, some of whom came forward to become serious students of the Krishna Bhakti tradition. With the help of these students, Bhaktivedanta Swami rented a small storefront on New York's Lower East Side to use as a temple. In July of 1966, Bhaktivedanta Swami established the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, ISKCON, for the purpose, he stated, of checking the imbalance of values in the world and working for real unity and peace. In the 11 years that followed, Srila Prabhupada circled the globe 14 times on lecture tours, spreading the teachings of Lord Krishna. Men and women of all backgrounds came forward to accept his message. With their help, Srila Prabhupada established temples, farm communities, a publishing house, educational institutions all around the world. And he began what has now become the world's largest vegetarian food relief program, the Hare Krishna Food for Life program.
We're going to cook the cooks told me about 42 tons of boga. That's a lot of boga. And we've rented 7 schools in this area that have kitchens, and we have about 200 devotees cooking full time.
With the desire to nourish the roots of Krishna consciousness, in its home, Srila Prabhupada returned to India several times, where he sparked a revival in the Vaishnava tradition. In India, he opened dozens of temples, including large centers in the holy towns of Vrindavan and Mayapur.
Srila Prabhupada planted the seed for this temple in my heart. He said, was describing the temple of Vedic Planetarium, and he said, "What do you think?" And I said, "Oh, it sounds very nice, Srila Prabhupada." But he said, "Oh, okay, you like this idea too, so you can help finance."
Srila Prabhupada's most significant contributions perhaps are his books. He authored over 70 volumes on the Krishna tradition, which are highly respected by scholars for their authority, depth, fidelity to tradition, and clarity. Several of his works are used as textbooks in numerous college courses. His writings have been translated into 76 languages. His most prominent works include the Bhagavad Gita, As It Is, the 30-volume Srimad Bhagavatam, and the 17-volume Chaitanya Charitamrita. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada passed away on the 14th of November 1977 in the holy town of Vrindavan, surrounded by his loving disciples who carry on his mission today.
You are American boys and girls, very intelligent. You have enough resources. If you kindly take this Krishna consciousness movement seriously, your country will be safe and the whole world will be safe.
श्रील भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी प्रभुपाद जी ने तो खुद को भगवद गीता के लिए समर्पित कर दिया.
His divine grace that Srila Prabhupada founded the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And what an extraordinary man he was. At the age of 70, he travelled by ship from India to Boston, suffering 2 heart attacks on the way. He arrived in America alone and penniless.
Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, he borrowed some money from someone, insisted a lady to get him a ticket in the boat, in a ship, stays in someone's basement in the cold winter.
But he created this global mission, travelling the world to spread his message.
Srila Prabhupada ji, during his lifetime, he contributed tremendously in spreading this culture, eternal message of humanity, which is the blessings, which is the teachings of Bhagavad Gita.
हर प्रकार की चुनौतियों का सामना करते हुए उन्होंने इस्कॉन जैसा एक अभियान छेड़ा जो आज भगवान श्री कृष्ण के दिखाए मार्ग से दुनिया को परिचित कराने में जुटा हुआ है.
And look at it today, active in 100 countries, with 650 temples, centers, schools and colleges. And here's the best number of all, helping to serve 1.2 million free meals to poor children in India every single day.
All this started by a man who is in his late 70s, remember. One goal and idea. But my master, my teacher told me, take the message of Lord Krishna around the world.
It's impossible to fully describe the innumerable spiritual truths gifted to us by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada.
श्रीला प्रभुपादा जी का ये सपना था कि देश विदेश में भगवान श्री कृष्ण का संकीर्तन हो, हरिनाम संकीर्तन हो हर जगह, जिसे आप सब devotees like a wildfire, you are all spreading this beautiful message of our Guru Srila Prabhupada ji all over the world, which is really remarkable.
Srila Prabhupada taught us this simple truth: just love God, just love Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai.